Yo, what's up guys? We are back with another review, and if I sound a bit tired, don't mind me. It is currently 5:10 my time right now, so don't mind that. But with that being said, let's talk about SummerSlam 2024 and what an absolute banger of a pay-per-view we just got. So let's get into it. I think we have to start with the main event. I know that's not conventional, and this is not how the reviews normally go. In fact, we don't even have the graphics that we normally have, just because I need to talk about this main event. And the match itself, alright. But Roman Reigns returned. The original tribal chief, as he has on his shirt, OTC. Sorry, almost got that wrong. The original tribal chief has returned. Roman Reigns is back, and he took out Solo Sikoa, and that pop was absolutely insane when he did the ooh before his spear. Absolutely insane. I loved every moment of it. Roman Reigns is the definition of aura, and I don't like the word aura because I think people throw it around and it's just become this new word that people like using. But Roman Reigns is the definition of aura. That can't be, you cannot dispute that whatsoever. Now, we saw a couple interferences. We saw the Gorillas of Destiny, so Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. They got taken out by Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Fair enough. We saw Jacob Fatu come in. He did a big splash. No one took him out. He sold an injured knee. That's interesting. No one took him out, so clearly they're keeping him strong as hell still. Then we hear the Tribal Chiefs music. It sounds like new music. I'm not sure if we've heard this before. I don't think so. I think Def Rebel pulled the Def Rebel on us. But I don't care. I didn't even pay attention to that. I just cared about the fact that Roman Reigns is back. He's back. So let's just take a moment and acknowledge our Tribal Chief. The original Tribal Chief. Obviously, a bit of a stare down between Cody and Roman Reigns, as Cody's obviously conflicted. He's confused. What is happening? Oh, by the way, the Tribal Chief, double champ, Tribal Chief. But anyway, he's obviously conflicted as to what is happening here, because why is this person that he has had issues with for 2 years helping him? And I think it's less of him helping him and more of him stopping Solo. You know, that I think that's quite self-explanatory. But just an amazing moment, amazing way to end a banger of a pay-per-view. I'm not gonna lie, very, very good pay-per-view. And it just all went down so well. So well. The match itself between Cody and Solo before the interferences, not bad. Not bad at all. A little bit slow, perhaps, but we could all see it coming. We could all see why it was slow. You know, we knew the interference was coming, and we knew the high-paced action was coming. But yeah, it was just alright, just fairly average. But at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes is your undisputed world heavyweight, or still your undisputed world heavyweight championship, thanks to the person he beat for that title, Roman freaking Reigns. I'm so excited for this feud. I'm so damn excited. Once we start getting Jimmy, Jay all involved, it's just going to be so, so good. So that's just the 2 cents I needed to put out, and that's why I'm doing this video at 5 in the morning. Then, let's start at the beginning now. We might as well, hey? Let's go Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. And Dom, you are my goat. Dirty Dom, you are my goat, boy. So, Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley come out. Liv Morgan comes out. They have their feud. Liv Morgan's trying to run away from Rhea Ripley throughout the match. Eventually, Rhea Ripley's shoulder gets dislocated. She pops it in a couple times. They have a decent back and forth match, and I like the fact that Liv Morgan was only able to do damage when Rhea's shoulder was a factor. So, with that being said, we get to the end where Liv Morgan lands Oblivion thanks to Dominic Mysterio stopping Rhea Ripley from using a chair, rightfully so. Why would you use a chair? You're going to lose the match. And then Liv Morgan lands Oblivion. 1-2 kick out. I might be wrong here, but I think Rhea Ripley is the first person to kick out of the Oblivion. I heard Liv say somewhere that nobody has kicked out of it. So she might be the first person, and that's why Liv reacted the way she reacted. Huge pop from the crowd, by the way, when she kicked out. Massive pop. Then moments later, Dom throws the chair back in, distracts the ref, Oblivion again, 1-2 on the chair, 1-2-3. Liv Morgan wins, and you think, oh, Dom messed up. But you see the smile on Dom's face. He then goes to pick up Liv Morgan, and they have a kiss once again. But this time, Dominic Mysterio initiates it. Rhea Ripley is absolutely enraged, rightfully so. She's been done dirty here by Dirty Dom. Great storytelling. Decent match, I'm not gonna lie. Very, very decent match to open up SummerSlam. There were better matches on the card for sure, but decent match nonetheless, with fantastic storytelling. We then had Sami Zayn and Bron Breakker, and this might be the weakest match of the night, which is quite surprising considering the two competitors in the match. And I feel Triple H thought, okay, we saw this match at Money in the Bank not too long ago, so if there's going to be a match that's going to go short, it's this match. And if there's going to be a person that can run a short match, it's going to be Bron Breakker, just because of his pure intensity. You know, the Goldberg style. So, with that being said, relatively short match from Sami Zayn and Bron Breakker. And Bron Breakker finally wins that Intercontinental Championship. Should have just done it at Money in the Bank, I'm not going to lie. Does this feel any bigger because it was at SummerSlam? No, because there was 5 or 4 other title changes as well. So it didn't feel bigger at all to me. Money in the Bank, it would have felt bigger because were the title changes there? They may have been. I don't remember now. But it would have felt bigger than what this does now. And you would have had a banger match at the same time. But that's okay. He's now the champion. That's all that matters, to be quite honest with you. And I'm excited for his run. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what Bron Breakker can do. Like I say, the match was short, underwhelming. Could have done with a lot more. That's the honest truth. We then had Logan Paul and LA Knight. LA Knight is your United States champion. He has finally won gold in WWE after what feels like forever of trying to get LA Knight to be the champion. So, yeah, that's all we can say. LA Knight is your new United States champion. Very, very good match. Very, very good match. That springboard moonsault from Logan Paul was absolutely insane. Like, insane. So, yeah. So, yeah, very good, action-packed match. They win at it before. I like LA Knight matches when he starts off very hot and starts off brawling. I think that's when we get the best out of LA Knight. I think we saw that against AJ Styles at WrestleMania, and that's for me when I like LA Knight. Because other than that, I kind of think he's mid in the ring. But when he brings it, he brings it. So, moving on, we then had Bayley versus Nia Jax. This match was also pretty underwhelming. There was parts that really got exciting. But other than that, it was just Nia Jax pretty much dominating with Bayley trying to fight back. Nia Jax is your new WWE Women's Champion, which, shocker. I mean, I think we all saw a lot of these title changes happening, to be honest. But the fact that they all happened is kind of shocking, to be honest. But anyway, Nia Jax ends up getting the win when it looks like Tiffany Stratton is going to make a cash in. That distracts Bayley. Nia Jax takes over from there. She lands a couple bonsai drops, a couple of them which looked mean, and pins Bayley 1, 2, 3. And it turns out Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax were working together on this little distraction using the cash in. It wasn't Tiffany turning on Nia because they had already had an agreement not to do anything. It wasn't that. It was rather, let's use this to get me the win. So, Nia Jax, your new women's champion, she definitely deserves it. She has worked her ass off. She has put on much better matches than her initial run. She has improved so much, so she deserves it. And to be honest, Bayley's reign was getting kind of stale. It got stale very quickly, and that might just be due to her competitors, if we're being quite honest. We then had Drew McIntyre and CM Punk with Seth Rollins as your special guest referee. And this match was more about the storytelling than about the in-ring work, if we're being honest. A lot of referee involvement, a lot of Drew McIntyre taking most of the offense here, with CM Punk doing all the selling, which Seth Rollins let a lot of stuff go by, and he let these two absolutely just fight each other. I still think we would have been better off with just a standard one-on-one match. I don't think we needed Seth Rollins, but I understand the vision that they're trying to do. So what we saw was the bracelet for Punk got involved a lot in this match. So Drew was wearing it, then Punk took it off Drew, Then Punk attacked Drew and he dropped it, and then Seth Rollins picked it up and put it on himself, and that upset CM Punk, and that's when things started going south for CM Punk, which led to Drew McIntyre eventually. Oh no, he landed the GTS on Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre then landed the Claymore, and then Seth Rollins made a slow count on him for the 3 counts, giving Drew McIntyre the win over CM Punk, which I originally predicted a Punk win, but this actually makes a lot more sense. Drew McIntyre winning makes a ton more sense, because now you'll move on to, you could either have another match, or you can move on to Punk versus Seth. Whatever the case is, there's options now. Whereas if Punk won, what's the options, you know? So actually this does make a lot more sense, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Decent match, more about the storytelling. I am excited for when they just go one-on-one with no issues, no external involvements, none of that. We then moved on to Damian Priest versus Gunther, and yeah, this was a hard-hitting match, potentially match of the night. As you'd expect, it's what you would expect from a Gunther versus Damian Priest match. What you'd expect: hard clotheslines, hard chops. Gunther's chest was bleeding from the chops by Damian Priest, which, hey, Gunther got what he gives out now. So really, really good match. Razor's Edge from Damian Priest, South of Heavens from Damian Priest, power bombs from Gunther. And then we get Finn Balor coming out, and Finn Balor, for some reason, so Damian Priest lands the South of Heaven, rolls Gunther towards the ropes, and I was instantly like, okay, something's happening here. Finn Balor puts Gunther's leg on the ropes, Gunther's leg, turning on his partner, his former tag team champion partner, Damian Priest, member of the Judgment Day, turning on him, and this enrages Priest, and he just absolutely wants to annihilate Finn Balor, thus getting distracted from Gunther, which results in Gunther landing or locking in the chokehold or the sleeper. That doesn't work the first time. Then Priest goes back for Finn. Gunther locks it in again, and it's over. Gunther is your new World Heavyweight Champion. I predicted Damian Priest as well, but it was more of like, I want Damian Priest to hold the title. But Gunther is your new champion. I think we can expect a lot from what we got out of the IC title. I think we can expect a lot of that in Gunther. Happy for Gunther. He deserves it. Brings some prestige to that title, like he always says. And we can move from there. So that is the review. As a whole, this pay-per-view was very exciting. The matches were somewhat predictable, but how they happened was not predictable, if that makes sense. The outcome was predictable, but how they happened, not so much. All the title changes, fairly predictable. I think I got one wrong, which was Damian Priest Gunther. And like I say, I kind of just wanted Damian Priest to continue. I think it was pretty obvious Gunther was winning the moment he won the King of the Ring. So yeah, look, great stuff on this pay-per-view. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think of this pay-per-view. Let me know what you think about all the involvements in the matches. I think we had one clean match, which was Sami versus Bron, and that wasn't a very quick match. So no, we also had LA Knight and Logan Paul had involvement as well from Logan Paul's buddies. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think of this pay-per-view, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.